This is Jeremy Biello with Neighborhood Media standing outside East Tech High School, where Cleveland Municipal School District will be holding their first of 6 meetings to gain your input on their future plans. Please tell me what's so important about these community meetings.
Sure, so it's been over 5 years since we've updated our facilities planning and our long-term school planning. And one of the things that we know is we have to have a shared understanding of the facts. So part of this meeting today and the meetings across the city is to let people know what we know. What are the facts we'll use to make decisions? But the second is to make sure that we hear from members of our community, our parents and our constituents that live in the communities, about their ideas that we should consider before we come to the public with a plan. And so it's both gathering the facts and sharing the information we have and gathering feedback and input that'll help us inform our decisions.
And could you explain for me the process of these meetings?
Sure, so all of our meetings are going to start with a very brief introduction by me of what the kind of high-level citywide facts are. But then we have breakout sessions, 4 rotations, where every member of the community will get to look at the 4 metrics we're using for their region. And they'll be able to first learn the facts and give us feedback, and then I'll bring some closure outlining next steps. We also have a web presence where we actually have a virtual meeting, and we can take you through exactly the same process. And people will walk away with a user guide to go in and do the virtual assignment if they'd rather do it at home.
Fantastic. So if you miss the meetings, you can still put your input in, correct?
So if you miss the meetings, please go to qualityschoolsforclekids.org. There is a user guide that will walk you through the meeting experience. There is a video with a virtual meeting with people live in the studio that went through the experience, and it is completely interactive, completely self-driven, and you can submit all of your feedback online.
Very nice.
And then as Christine shared, we're going to have facilitators at your tables really take you through the data for the East Region. This is the East Region meeting. Without any recommendations, just here's what we know. And then make sure first that everybody feels like, yep, I understand what you're saying. And then secondly, they'll capture, well, have you thought about this, or might you do that, or I'm worried about this other thing. But again, there's no decisions going to be made today. The people at the table have not already got secretly decisions somewhere. This is really, we had a pause to say in March and April, we need to know, we need you to know what we know, and we need to hear from our constituents, our community, before we come back with recommendations formed on that information.
And don't forget, that was only the first of 6 upcoming meetings. Stay tuned and pay attention for a meeting in your local area. This has been Jeremy Biello with Neighborhood Media.